Welcome back to Denver Stock Lab. If you are brand new to the stock market, if you have never bought a single share of stock in your entire life, or if the mere thought of looking at a financial chart makes your head spin, you are in the exact right place. This channel is built specifically for you. No prior knowledge, no finance degree, and absolutely no confusing Wall Street jargon are required here. We are going to break down the world of investing step by step, making it simple, clear, and actually fun. We covered the concepts of the 52-week high and 52-week low, which showed us how to track a stock's price journey over the course of a year. We go one step deeper into the mechanics of how the market actually values a business. Let me start lesson with a question that trips up almost every single beginner. Imagine you are looking at two different companies. Company A has a stock price of $1,000 per share. Company B has a stock price of just $190 per share. Which of these two companies is cheaper to buy? If you answered Company B because $190 is a smaller number than $1,000, you are making the single most common mistake in all of investing. But do not worry, by the end of this video, you will understand exactly why that assumption is wrong, and you will never fall into that trap again. We are talking about a concept called market capitalization, or market cap for short. We are going to use the massive tech giant NVIDIA, ticker symbol NVDA, as our real-world case study to show you how this works in action. Here is our agenda for. First, we will define exactly what market cap is using simple, everyday analogies. Second, we will walk through the real-world math of NVIDIA to see how a stock with a relatively low share price can actually be one of the most expensive companies on the planet. Third, we will expose the dangerous share price trap that costs beginners thousands of dollars. Finally, we will look at how to use market cap to understand the difference between large cap and small cap stocks so you can manage your own risk. By the end of this video, you will be able to look at any stock on your phone, ignore the distracting share price, and instantly calculate the true value of the entire company. You will have a superpower that most casual investors completely lack. Let us get started. To understand market cap, we have to start with the absolute basics. Let us define our core term. Market capitalization is the total price tag of a public company. It represents the total dollar value of all of its outstanding shares combined. Now, let us break down that phrase, outstanding shares. In our first episode, we learned that when a company wants to raise money, it divides ownership of itself into millions or billions of tiny pieces. Each of these pieces is called a share of stock. The term outstanding shares simply means the total number of these pieces that currently exist and are owned by the public, including institutional investors, mutual funds, and everyday people like you and me. To make this concept stick, let us use an analogy that everyone can relate to, a giant pizza. Imagine you walk into a local pizza parlor. There is a massive, delicious pizza sitting on the counter. The owner of the shop has decided to cut this giant pizza into 10 equal slices. He decides to sell each individual slice for $5. If you want to know how much the entire pizza is worth, what do? You do some simple multiplication. You take the price of one slice, which is $5, and you multiply it by the total number of slices, which is 10. $5 times 10 slices equals $50. $50 is the total price tag of the entire pizza. In this analogy, the single slice of pizza is a share of stock. The $5 price tag on that slice is the share price. The 10 total slices are the outstanding shares. And the $50 total value of the entire pizza is the market cap. Now, let us imagine a second pizza parlor across the street. This owner has a pizza of the exact same size. However, this owner decides to cut his pizza into 50 tiny, bite-sized slices. Because the slices are so small, he sells each individual slice for just $1. An untrained observer might walk into both shops, look at the menu boards, and say, "Wow, the second shop is so much cheaper. A slice there only costs $1, while the first shop charges $5. But you, as a smart investor, know the truth. You do the math for the second shop. $1 per slice multiplied by 50 total slices equals $50. Both pizzas cost the exact same amount of money. The second pizza is not cheaper. It is just sliced into more pieces. This is the exact formula for market cap. Market cap equals the share price multiplied by the total number of outstanding shares. Let us walk through the mechanics of this step by step, very slowly, so we can see how this plays out in the real stock market. When you open a finance app on your phone and look up a company, the first number you see in big, bold print is the share price. This is the price of one single slice of the pizza. Many beginners stop looking right there. They think that if a stock price is $10, the company is small or cheap. If the stock price is $1,000, they think the company is huge or expensive. But the share price, on its own, tells you absolutely nothing about the size or value of the company. It is only half of the equation. To find the true size of the business, you must look for the second number, the total number of outstanding shares. Only when you multiply these two numbers together do you get the market cap, which reveals the true, total price tag of the entire business. Think of market cap as the actual cost to buy the entire company outright. If you were a multi-billionaire and you wanted to buy every single share of a company so that you own 100% of the business, the market cap is the theoretical amount of money you would have to pay. It is the real price tag of the company, while the share price is just the price of one single, tiny entry ticket. Now that we understand the theory and the formula, let us look at a real-world example using NVIDIA. NVIDIA is a technology company that designs incredibly powerful computer chips. These chips are the brainpower behind artificial intelligence, video games, and cloud computing. Because of the massive boom in artificial intelligence, NVIDIA has become one of the most talked about companies in the world. Let us look at some actual data for NVIDIA. If you open your stock tracking app and look up NVIDIA, you might see a share price of approximately $130. For a beginner, a share price of $130 feels very accessible. It feels relatively cheap. You might compare it to a company like Chipotle, which has traded at over $3,000 per share in the past, or Booking Holdings, which trades at over $3,500 per share. A beginner might look at those numbers and think, NVIDIA is a much smaller, cheaper company than Chipotle or Booking Holdings because $130 is a much smaller number than $3,000. But let us do the math. Let us look at the total number of outstanding shares for NVIDIA. Because NVIDIA is a massive global enterprise, it has divided its ownership into an astronomical number of pieces. NVIDIA has approximately 24.5 billion outstanding shares. That is 24,500 million individual slices of the corporate pizza. Let us apply our formula. Market cap equals share price multiplied by outstanding shares. We take our share price of $130. We multiply it by 24,500 million shares. When we do that math, we get a total value of approximately $3.2 trillion. That is trillion with a T. To put that number in perspective, a trillion is a million millions. A $3.2 trillion market cap means that NVIDIA is one of the most valuable companies in the history of human civilization. It is worth more than the entire stock markets of many developed nations. Now, let us compare NVIDIA to a competitor to see how this completely changes our perspective. Let us look at another semiconductor company, Advanced Micro Devices, commonly known as AMD. If you look up AMD, you might see a share price of approximately $150. If you only look at the share price, you would think AMD is a larger, more expensive company than NVIDIA. After all, $150 is a larger number than $130. But let us look at the outstanding shares for AMD. AMD has approximately 1.6 billion outstanding shares. Let us do the math for AMD. We take the share price of $150 and multiply it by 1.6 billion outstanding shares. The result is a market cap of approximately $240 billion. Let us pause and let that sink in. AMD has a higher share price than NVIDIA, $150 versus $130. But NVIDIA's total price tag, its market cap, is over $3 trillion, while AMD's market cap is $240 billion. NVIDIA is actually more than 12 times larger than AMD. If you had made your investing decision based solely on the share price, you would have been completely wrong about which company was larger and more valuable. You would have fallen victim to the share price illusion. This is why understanding market cap is so empowering. Once you know this simple calculation, you can see through the surface level numbers. You can see the true size of the companies you are researching. You can compare them accurately, side by side, knowing that you are looking at the real value of the entire business, not just the arbitrary size of a single slice. This brings us to the common trap that catches so many beginners, and we want to make sure you never fall into it. Let us tell a quick story about a beginner investor named Sarah. Sarah has saved up $500 to start her investing journey. She opens her brand new brokerage account and starts browsing for stocks. She sees a popular technology stock trading at $5 per share. She thinks to herself, wow, $5 is so cheap. With my $500, I can buy 100 shares of this company. If the stock goes up to just $10, I will double my money. This is a much better deal than buying a stock like Apple, which trades at nearly $200 per share, because I can barely afford 2 shares of Apple. Sarah buys her 100 shares of the $5 stock. What Sarah does not realize is that this company has 10 billion outstanding shares. $5 multiplied by 10 billion shares means the company has a market cap of $50 billion. For a company with very little revenue, a $50 billion valuation is actually incredibly expensive. Meanwhile, the company is struggling, its products are failing, and because it has so many shares outstanding, the value of each share starts to drop. Within a few months, the $5 stock falls to $2. Sarah has lost 60% of her money. Sarah fell into the cheap share price trap. She confused a low share price with a cheap company. The truth is, a stock trading at $5 per share can be wildly overvalued and expensive, while a stock trading at $1,000 per share can be a fantastic bargain. The share price is simply a mathematical output of how many slices the owner decided to cut the pizza into. It has nothing to do with the actual value of the underlying business. So, how do we use market cap the right way to protect our money and make smart decisions? First, we use market cap to categorize companies into different size brackets. In the financial world, companies are generally grouped into 3 main categories based on their market cap: large cap, mid cap, and small cap. Large cap companies are businesses with a market cap of $10 billion or more. These are the household names you know and use every day, like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and NVIDIA. Because these companies are massive, they tend to be more stable. They have established businesses, steady revenues, and lots of cash. They offer lower risk, but because they are already so huge, they may have less room for explosive growth. It is much harder for a $3 trillion company to double in size than it is for a smaller company. Mid-cap companies have a market cap between $2 billion and $10 billion. These are established companies that are still in their growth phase. They offer a balance of stability and growth potential. Small-cap companies have a market cap between $300 million and $2 billion. These are younger, smaller businesses. They are often highly innovative, but they are also much riskier. They can grow rapidly, offering massive returns, but they can also fail easily during tough economic times. By looking at the market cap, you instantly know what kind of risk you are taking on. If you want stability, you look for large caps. If you want high growth potential and can handle high volatility, you look for small caps. Second, we use market cap to compare direct competitors within the same industry. You should never compare the market cap of a technology company like NVIDIA to a retail company like Walmart. They operate in completely different worlds. Instead, compare NVIDIA to AMD or Walmart to Target. This tells you who the dominant player is in that specific industry. Now, here's a pro tip. There is one specific signal you can use in real time to know if a stock is falling into a valuation trap. It is called the price-to-sales ratio, or PS ratio. You can find this ratio on almost any free financial website. To calculate it, you take the company's total market cap and divide it by its annual revenue, which is the total amount of money the company actually brings in from selling its products. Here is your checkable rule of thumb. If you see a company with a low share price of, say, under $10, but its price-to-sales ratio is above 20, danger bells should go off in your head. A PS ratio above 20 means you are paying over $20 in market value for every single dollar of actual sales the company makes. This tells you that despite the cheap share price, the company's total price tag is actually dangerously bloated and expensive. If the PS ratio is under 3 or 4, it signals that the market valuation is much more reasonable relative to the money the business actually generates. Let us wrap up lesson with 3 key takeaways to keep in your investing toolkit. First, the share price on its own is an illusion. It is just the price of a single slice of pizza. It tells you nothing about how big or valuable the actual company is. Second, market cap is the true price tag of the entire company. You find it by multiplying the share price by the total number of outstanding shares. Always look at the market cap first before you even consider buying a stock. Third, use market cap to understand your risk. Large cap companies offer stability and safety, while small cap companies offer higher growth potential but come with much higher risk. To make this actionable for you, here is the metric you should track: the price-to-sales ratio. As you analyze stocks, look up their PS ratio. If that ratio is above 20, it signals that the stock is highly speculative and potentially overvalued, regardless of how cheap the individual share price looks. If the ratio is below 5, It signals that you may have found a business trading at a much more reasonable and safer valuation. One important reminder before you go: everything on Denver Stock Lab is for educational purposes only. Investing is a deeply personal decision. Your goals, your timeline, and your risk tolerance are completely unique to you. Use what you learn here to study harder, ask smarter questions, and then make your own informed decisions. The work is yours to do, and that work is absolutely worth it. Subscribe to Denver Stock Lab for weekly market analysis and the next episode of Stock 101, where we will continue to break down the stock market step by step. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video.